All right, we are live on a Wednesday morning. I'm just fixing the hair and not the hair, the face a little bit. I guess I'm thinking about hair because I just got a haircut yesterday. Much needed. She does a pretty good job, so I keep going back. But she does tend to cut it a little short, which I do not like. But I guess if there's split ends and stuff, I think my hair is pretty healthy, but she likes to cut off. I told her as little as possible. And in some places, it was definitely like 3 inches. Whatever. But she does a good job with the hair cut, like style. Good morning, JK, JJK. Good morning, Gary. Are you the same Gary that everybody was ganging up on in my stream yesterday evening? I think he might have left because he was he was getting very bullied. I tried to stop them, but they were on a rampage. Good morning, Morris. And he says, no, he was not that Gary. Well, good. Because I don't know if that Gary's going to come back after how the rest of the chat treated him. I don't even know why. I didn't even see what he said that set them off their rampage. Um, so this morning I'm watching CYCN. If you are into day trading or watching stocks, that's what I'm looking at. I already traded it a couple times. I do have a small position and I just don't know how I feel about it right now. It's holding the EMA. That's what that is, the yellow line. So we'll see what happens. Good morning, Tim and Falco and Hanjan. Welcome. Okay, now it's coming up a little bit. I have sell order at 431. That pre-market high was 435. So we'll see what happens. It's coming back up a little bit now. Whether it holds remains to be seen. It does. Yes. Do not buy Bitcoin. Okay. Well, that's not financial advice, I'm sure, but we are not discussing crypto. I do stocks. I day trade stocks. And I don't necessarily think that not buying Bitcoin is a good recommendation because it does tend to hold pretty solid. Not like it used to. I feel like it used to be more volatile and risky, but these days, a lot of people are into it. I have a small Bitcoin holding, but nothing I'm really concerned about. Let's start with a little serum, shall we? But yeah, CYCN is the stock I'm watching right now. RENX was also popping up, but it was having some really big swings, which I didn't like. A little too crazy for me. So if you like craziness, by all means, have at it. CYCN. I think it had news. Let's see. Yes, it has a merger with another bioscience stock. So that is the news just an hour ago, and probably why it's going a little crazy. A lot of times the bio stocks don't hold up like this, though. They kind of pop and drop. This one is holding, so that's a good sign. Hanjan says, my brothers will not buy anything without asking me because I know what's going on. What's going to go on before it happens. Are you psychic? Or when the world knows who's the owner of Bitcoin, are you the owner of Bitcoin? Who is the owner of Bitcoin? Do you know? Isn't it mined by many different people at this point? Okay, let's move along here with a multi-balm. I don't know if this really does any good, but we're hoping it does. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on different areas of the face. Oh yes, I do want to do my eye gel. So CYCN is what I'm watching. It's at 380 something or other right now. Up from, it's already up more than 100%. I think the move started around 130 or 140, and it's at 380 something right now. The high was 435. I think when I checked the 4-hour chart, the next level I saw was 530 or something. So That's a possible level. I do think this thing, I feel like I've seen it before, and I do think it can go kind of crazy, but the market's weird right now, so you never know what's going to happen. Ooh, I have an eyelash in my eye. Let me take care of that. Ew. Did I get it? No. Where is it? There it is. Come here, eyelash. Ah! Don't look. This is kind of gross. There, I got it. Okay. Um, where is it at now? It's back up to 4. So I wanted to get to 431. That's my first out. And then if it goes higher than that, great. I love it. Apex says, Fiore, you look pretty. Thank you for that. That's a lovely thing to say. Ray says, hi, gorgeous. Hello. Eduardo, I cannot answer that question, but all my links are in my bio. Once again, I will remind you that I do not post anything on the internet without clothing. So if that's what you're trying to see, you will not find it. It's just not there. But, if you like feet and humiliation, I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Michael says, just so you know, that's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Good morning to Todd. Han John is over here giving financial advice left and right. Whether you choose to take it is at your own risk. That's all I got to say about that. All right, let's get some luminous lotion, shall we? Morris comes out swinging with I don't know what currency that is, but it's $2 in US money. So enough to maybe buy a thing of Mentos. Perhaps I could buy some Mentos. I don't really know. Might be more than $2 plus tax. Anyways, I did get my hair cut yesterday, like I said. I do like the strawberry Mentos, just saying. Every once in a while, I'll pick one up. Am I some sort of day trader? I am a financial dominatrix. And yes, I do day trade stocks. We are watching CYCN as we speak. It's curling back up. I think there's hope. There's hope. Stocks can always end up in disaster. That's always a possibility, but we take educated guesses. And S-Rod says, I just made his morning with my Mentos comment. You're welcome. Okay. Han John is claiming that everything is AI, just slow frequency, whatever that means. Okay. Whatever. You're very death and destruction this morning, my friend. We could use a little more positivity. Once we go into the office, we'll read from my book and give you something inspirational for the day. But right now, we put the lotion on, and Apex likes my hair. I don't know what you call this, but it's to hold the hair back while I'm putting a little makeup on. CYCN, what are you doing? I don't like it. Can we just get a solid move up instead of this back and forth crap? Thanks. Moving along. If it goes much lower, I'm going to get it up. But it was going up. We'll see what happens. NB likes my nails. Thank you. I just got them done last week, as well as my toes, and my hair was done yesterday. So I am all fresh, so to speak. What am I doing? We're going to put a little concealer on, just a hair. I'm still watching CYCN. Once we're in front of the computer, we'll check out Ren X, but I didn't like it. I don't think I'll trade it because it's just a little too crazy for me. Put a little dot there. Just a few little dots should do it. Kale, I'm not stupid, you know. I know what you're trying to do. Nothing you do escapes me. Steven says, my hair was done yesterday and ruined already. Why would you say it's ruined? It's just up right now. Calm down. My goodness, it's not ruined. Rude. Han John is still ranting about Bitcoin. I don't think anybody's listening, but that's okay. Ray says, my hair is up and wrapped like a present. Yes, a present that I will reveal to you shortly. That's going to be your present for the day. All right. I'm still kind of torn about this new concealer. I don't think I like it. I think it's too light. I'm going to try it a couple more days and see, but it's also kind of liquidy. I don't know if I like the consistency. I think this Revlon crap, I like this concealer better. This consistency better than this. This is kind of liquidy. And I do think the color is too light. I tried to use ChatGPT to help me pick out the color. That's what happens. You know, ChatGPT is like wrong a lot, just so you know. It's not very smart. Not as smart as it thinks it is. I'm just saying. I'm sure it'll get smarter and probably more manipulative. There's like some really cool videos on YouTube actually about jailbreaking AI. It's very interesting and quite disturbing. Quite disturbing what our world is becoming. All right. Actually, let me groom the eyebrows a little bit. I have two eyebrow hairs that are just going crazy over here, and I haven't decided if I'm going to completely remove them. I might have to remove them. They're just growing in really crazy directions. We're going to do that now. We're going to do it right now. We're going to get rid of those suckers because I'm sick of looking at them. This one right here, it's growing straight up. You're gone. That's it. And that one's growing straight down. We'll let it grow out a little bit more. Maybe it'll change its mind as it gets longer. Get better, or it's gonna be plucked. All right, let's do a little bit of this crap. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do for my workout today. If I'm gonna do some pole or maybe some core. Anything could happen. Just see how I'm feeling. I haven't been really keeping up with my shoulder like I was supposed to. Good morning, Caitlin. Oh, Constantine is here. Welcome back. Robbie says AI and Chat GPT is stupid. That's what I said. That's what she said. Robbie says, shut up, you know nothing about anything. Or nothing about nothing. Or no, you know nothing about anything. There. It wasn't a double negative. But you know, Chat GPT can be helpful for a lot of things. I do use it for a lot of things, but you take everything it says with a grain of salt because you just be aware that sometimes it is not, sometimes it doesn't even know what day it is. I would expect an AI to know what frickin' day it is. You know what I'm saying? And also, it doesn't really admit when it's wrong. I've noticed. I've called it out and said, you're wrong. And it says, oh, and it just changes the subject. It doesn't say, you're right, I'm wrong. What do you expect from a computer? Okay. Blush. Why do I feel like that's not even? I need to fix it. I think go in here a little bit and maybe that'll fix it. CYCN is not really doing anything. I've got a 5-minute chart up right now and it's just dicking around. I mean, it's holding, what is that? The 9 EMA, which I guess is something, but I'm still not happy about it. I want to see it move up. I want to see it move up. That's what I want. We'll see what happens. Goodbye, Joe. I don't like your attitude. Hmm. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful because if they're not, you will either be put in timeout or removed from the channel completely, and then you can't participate in my live streams. We're here to have fun and have a chat about day trading, financial domination, anything else that comes up. Hmm. Oh, Native Jonas says, "Good morning from Navajo Nation, Arizona. Welcome." Is that anywhere? I was going to say near Tucson, but I think that's a different tribe that's there. I used to work at a hospital there, and we had lots of patients from the reservation. Caitlin, remind me, are you a female or male girly man? What's your deal? I can't remember. I think you told me. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit. Try to do it off camera. It always gets a little runny in the morning. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. We're just gonna put a little tip of this on. I don't know if that's a word or the appropriate word, but that's okay. Caitlin says a grope. I don't know what that means. Oh my goodness. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful. I'm just going to remove you from the channel. I don't know why you're here to troll. We're here to have fun and chat. Talking about CYCN currently is the stock I'm watching this morning. RenX is another one I saw. I haven't seen anything popping up on my scanner in the last 2 minutes, but I'll let you know if I do. CYCN is the only one that I care about right now. And it's just not really doing a whole lot at the moment. Oh, Caitlin is a girl. Okay. You had told me, are you, and no judgment, I'm just curious, are you a lesbian or what kind of makeup do I use? A lot of different things. I think I said all the products I was using in maybe yesterday's live stream or the day before that, perhaps. I can do it again at some point. I'm mostly just doing just some light makeup, nothing crazy. And then we'll move into the office and be able to look up some stocks. I already looked up CYCN. I don't remember the stats off the top of my head, but it did fit within my parameters, I guess you could say, what I like. I am date boy. Oh, you are not gay. Okay, fair enough. I was just curious. David just emailed me. You may recall that David is my sub, non sub, who has been sending to me since I think January, but keeps putting off actually serving me for whatever reason. So I will give, if he's watching, I'll get back to you later. He likes to just watch and not say anything. So he could be here just lurking. I'm sure a lot of you are doing that, actually, sitting there watching without saying anything. And that's okay. Risha says, I seem scary. Well, if you piss me off, yeah, I am scary, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I look very scary right now, but whatever. Maybe you get scared easily, would be my response to you. Oh my goodness. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful. If you don't like what you see, then you can just go somewhere else. It's as simple as that. Really, there's no need to be a jerk. There's just no need for it. I'll never understand it. Why someone is so desperate for attention, they have to be an asshole. Beyond me, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to browse around the internet and just say rude things to people. And I feel very sorry for people that do. Okay, Gave me a very late birthday present the other day. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of strong. We're just going to spray it. It's a little strong for my taste. Just this Bath and Body Works. Into the Night. I guess she thinks I'm a night creature, which I kind of am. All right, let's apply a little gloss. What is this? So Retro Lip Oil. Why not? That'll do. And now it's shoe time. Time for the shoes, because we are going to walk this morning. It's really nice out today. Beautiful day here in South Florida. Sunny, warm, not quite too hot yet. It'll get hot in the next few weeks, I'm sure. And I already did my run and my swim this week. I swam yesterday and then I went running the day before that. Usually I don't do the cardio back to back, but since I had the hair appointment yesterday, I wanted to get all that out of the way so I could have my hair nice for guys. Okay, into the office. CYCN is coming back up at 4:07 currently. That's a good thing. And let's turn this off. I'm gonna go say good morning to Mr. Mo, of course. Ooh, sweet. My order just filled, 4:31. It's up to almost 4:50 now. Excellent. I better get out of it. There's Mo. Say good morning. Fluffy puppy in the bed. Okay. I have my tea and my water all set up. Let's go. Okay. We are doing strawberry rose tea this morning. I know you guys always like to know what I'm drinking because you're nosy. And then we will read from our book. Oops. There. Is that straight? Why does it look blurry? Wipe you off. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. All right, let me close this position because I don't know if it's going to keep going. It might keep going. Or do I leave it open? We'll give it a minute. We'll see if it breaks. What did it get up to here? 446. It could break 450. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to leave my small position open for now. Oh, it's really small. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's very bright. And let me fire up the other platform. And let's see how hair looks on day 2. It usually looks pretty good on day 2 of the haircut. Give the scalp a little scratch. It didn't quite hold the curl that much, but that's okay. Watch. And let me get this pulled up. Boop, boop. Confirm. Update. And then I will check chat in a moment. Just a reminder, super chats are on. So if you would like to either support the channel or have your comment with priority, that is always an option. I do have the wheel and the dartboard today, $5 super chat for those if you would like. No pressure. Hello to Michael and Chosen One and Bobby. Caitlin likes my haircut. Thank you for that. Caitlin, where are you from? I sense that English may not be your first language, and I'm just curious. You know, I love all people, so I'm not judging you. I'm just curious. Strawberry rose tea today. Let me position. Good morning, Julius. When I first read your name, I thought it said Gutters, but I realized it's Gutierrez. My bad. Ah, Service Submissive is here. Hello. Valparaiso. I'm not quite sure where that is. What country is that in? Or we've got Bimmer from Ireland. Thank you. Am I a workout plan? Are you at workout plan? I don't know what that means. Oh, Speak just subbed and liked. Thank you for that, as you all should, if you'd choose to. No pressure. I don't like to pressure people unless we're in a session. Then I will pressure you. But come to Dubai. I think it's a little scary to come to Dubai right now with what's going on. Nosh says, what did I do? Oh, he's here because of the algorithm. Well, it drew you here for a reason, so you're staying. You're not going anywhere. You sit down. Actually, you kneel right now. Everybody on their knees now. T-Ray has no idea what Findom is. That's why they invented Google, so you could look it up. What is on my desk is maybe a little sticky or something. Okay, let me position my treadmill. Let's see if the squeaks are totally gone. Since I did apply the oil. It seemed okay yesterday. Okay. I have mounted. And I want some water. We're trying to see if we are currently trying to see if CYCN is going to break $4.50. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I want to know. It may not. It's 8:38. So it is still early. What the hell? Go away. Okay. Nothing else is popping up on the scanner, so that's all I got for you right now. Let's fire up the treadmill, shall we? Why is this so low? There. Play. Play. Those squeaks. It's still squeaking. I put quite a bit of oil on there too. Maybe I messed it up by not putting oil on it sooner. I hope not. Okay. End. We are done with that. And we start indoor walk, 2 miles. All right. Now, let me check the chat. Hello, Granddad. Great. That's an interesting name. And Amit, welcome. And hello to CC. Yes, as Constantine mentioned, all my links are in my bio. I think my email is there as well. Do not message me without tribute. I'm a financial dominatrix. I have lots of people messaging me on all social media platforms and emailing me every single day. And I don't have time for people who don't give me the respect of sending a tribute. Obviously, you can chat with me here in the live stream, but if you are messaging me directly, it should never be without tribute. Hello, Big Venice. Interesting name. From Australia? Where in Australia are you from? Ali, welcome. The instructor says oil or grease. I put the stuff on it that came with the treadmill. It says oil. Came with the treadmill. That's what I used. I'm not running. This is my walk. I try to do almost 10,000 steps a day walking. And then I do my workout on my workout channel at 11 a.m. I still haven't decided if I'm doing a pole workout or perhaps maybe even aerial or core. I'll have to make my mind up at some point, but it's not right now. Sir says, what do I mean by a tribute? Once again, I'm a financial dominatrix. If you're not familiar with what that is or how it works, then you can go look it up. I have videos about it. If you're not into it, that's totally fine. You can still hang out and chat and just watch the fun, but do not be pissy about people that are into it. It is a kink that some people have for sending money to dominant women. Some men like to be controlled and they get pleasure out of sending money to a dominatrix. Like I said, if it's not for you, that's fine. Nobody is pressuring you. But my point is, whether you are into financial domination or not, if you're reaching out to me, I do expect to send tribute. Ooh, it's April Fool's Day today, isn't it? Indeed. Shall we read our passage for the day? I forgot about this book and then I found it on my bookshelf the other day. It's actually very good. James says he likes to be controlled, as do most of the men on my channel. Chosen One says, hey, goddess, have yourself a wonderful day. You as well. What do I have in the cup? It is strawberry rose tea. Good for the immune system, apparently. Let us move on. Okay, today's passage, April 1st, April Fool's Day, says, this book is called Peace of Mind. It's a little old, in case you couldn't tell. No bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings, by William Blake. Your life may be filled with perverse sacrifices made for something or someone else. A demanding boss, a demanding dominatrix. I added that part. A hobby that's grown into an obsession. A lonely parent or an unmotivated spouse. But is any person or thing more important than taking care of yourself? Consider how you allocate your time and energy among the different areas of your life: work, relationships, family, and you. What you may discover is that one or two areas take up most of your time and leave you with little for yourself. Now think about how much time and energy you'd like to devote to yourself, to all the things you've wanted to do, but for which you've rarely had the time or motivation. Like the gerbil that runs on its exercise wheel, you have a choice. You can continue to spin around and around day after day, spending the majority of your time doing the same thing, or you can jump off the wheel from time to time and experience a more well-rounded and balanced life. What will you do for you today? Interesting thought. And it's very true, because the fact is, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. It's the same with relationships, dynamics. Also, if you don't love yourself, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't really develop. CYCN just broke 450. Sorry to interrupt my quote here, but I'm gonna sell. 47 is good. Yeah, so we'll sell at 47. Okay, that was a nice little move. But yeah, so and I think this also relates to serving as well. If you're a submissive, I know, a lot of you have the financial ruin fantasy, and we always talk about just serving a dom and not thinking of anybody else. But I think even in a dynamic, maybe people won't agree with me on this, that you need to also take care of yourself to be able to serve better. What do you think about that? For example, you might have heard me talk about Aurelia, my submissive, who is struggling right now because he has some work things. He's traveling a lot for work right now, and he's having a hard time meeting the demands of our dynamic because of traveling and life demands. And what I told him was that, he's going to take care of his work stuff first, because if he doesn't have a job, if he's not, making money, then he can't serve me. So that's how I see it. Gotta take care of yourself. Douglas is new here. What's this stream about? Well, I'm a financial dominatrix, so we do a little Findom here. Occasionally, I'll have submissive men who want to come in the chat and do some sends or drains. I've got a wheel, I've got a dartboard that they'll spend on, but I'm also day trading. So I'm talking about stocks that are doing stuff, of which there's not much this morning. CYCN, let me see if anything else popped up on the scanner recently. So kind of a couple things. RenX, RENX was the other one that was popping up. It's kind of dead right now. CYCN is kind of in the middle of the move. Let me pull it up on the big chart here, see what we can see. Yeah. There's still something on my desk. What the hell is that? This cleaned it too. WTF. What did Jack say? I missed it. I can't see it. It's gone. Hello to game. Just a reminder to not spam the chat. If you do, you will be put in timeout or possibly banned from speaking at all. So please be respectful and kind. If you have any questions for me, you're welcome to ask them. I will be talking about stocks. We also have another thing I started yesterday that we're going to do. We're going to get real nerdy for a moment. Hold on. I'm going to turn on the ceiling fan. And every time I do that on the treadmill, oops, I almost fly off. So I'm getting off the treadmill so I don't die. All right, CYCN is on the move again. The question is, my second position just filled. Do I take another position in CYCN? I think I'm going to. It's going back up. I just closed my position, but it looks like it's doing another leg up right now. So let's do a little position. Oh, I better hurry up. It's squeezing up. All right. We're gonna take a 100 share position. Nothing too crazy. And we're just gonna jump in before it starts going up any higher and we miss it. So we will see what happens here. The high is 489. I'm thinking it'll go to at least 5, but you know, we'll see. It's already up a lot. It was at 148 before it started this huge move up to almost $5. Am I proud of myself? Yes, I am. Weird question. I think that's actually an insult, but I don't care. I'll answer anyways. Do I wear leather? Not very often. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Okay, we're moving up again. Is it going to go past 5? Let's see. 490, 493. Did it hit 497? Did I see that right? No, 495 is the high so far. Let's break 5. I think that would be nice. I think it would be very nice. We could break $5. I'm just trading small positions, especially in this one because it's already up so high. I mean, things can always go higher, but I like to play it safe. 99. There we go. It just hit 5. I think I'm gonna take it out a little bit above 5, maybe 510 is what I'll go for. 510. So, and then I can always get back in. Just kind of scalping this one today. There we go. I just filled. Get a quick few dollars there. Now it's coming back down. That was a good sell point. Seaman says, what's your favorite tool of cognitive behavioral therapy? I don't think that's what you're talking about. I think we both know that that's not what you're talking about. I would say just a good old foot or shoe will do it. Mm. All right, now let's move along. I have to look at something really quick. Oops. So I'm still watching CYCN. It did have quite a pullback just now. All right. Are you ready for your nerdy learning point of the day? So the question is, you may not know this, and that's okay. You're gonna learn. We're using some old flashcards that I had sitting on my desk to do a little learning. Yesterday we learned about night vision and what are spread widely throughout the retina. And you may recall that it is the rods in your eye. The rods. Today, we are discussing the most famous sign in clinical neurology, and it indicates damage to the corticospinal tract, causes damage to this reflex. Let me know if you know what it is. This is a hard one. I don't expect you to know it, but maybe somebody does. What is the most famous sign in clinical neurology that indicates damage to the corticospinal tract? Anybody? I will give you 1 minute to answer. Don't cheat. Don't look it up. Just answer if you know. Answer if you know. Numbness is wrong. It is incorrect. Leg spasms, wrong. Although somewhat close. Getting closer, getting warmer. Anybody else? Cerebellum. This is what was I going to say? This is a reflex. Okay. It's not a part of the body. It's a reflex. Do you know what the reflex could be? Sciatica is not a reflex. Sciatica is a nerve issue coming out of your lumbar spine. Okay, you guys give up. The answer is the Babinski sign. A normal Babinski sign is where your toes curl downward into flexion. An abnormal response, which means it is a positive response, is where the big toe extends upward and the other toes may fan out. That is a positive Babinski sign, and it indicates neurological damage. Here is your nerdy fact for the day. I got a whole stack of these. And we also have an anatomy book, so we can go over that too. Maybe tomorrow we'll learn about the obturator externus, if you're lucky. See, you're so lucky. I educate you, I humiliate you, all in one. It's a win-win. Wick says, are you AI or are you a real person? And my answer to you is, are you a moron? Take also says a positive Babinski sign, there is a feather floating around, is normal in babies. Ah! I will confirm this. I believe you're right. That is correct. It's normal up to 12 to 24 months, 1 to 2 years. Once the brain and spinal cord mature, the reflex gets integrated. That is correct. Good morning, Zachary. All right, we're having a pullback in CYCN right now. It's almost 9 o'clock. The question is, do I take another position or do I chill out for a little? I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I think it could come down more. So I will wait until I see it start moving back up before I take a position. RENX is, what the fuck is Trump saying now? Breaking news, Trump says Iran's president has asked for a ceasefire, but the US wants the Strait of Hormuz open first. Whether that's true, I will leave it up to you, because I don't know if we can believe a lot of what we're hearing these days. Ren X was the other one. Good morning, Jimmy. No. Good morning, Matt. Okay, CYCN is having another little pop here. I'm gonna take another position. I'm gonna take I'm thinking. I'm gonna take a small position. CYCN. CYCN. Let's take a small position. I'm gonna go for like 489 maybe. 88. 88. It may not go back that low. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I get filled. 488. It's at 492, 91, 90. Let's see what happens. Nope. Surging back up. 507, 504. I may have missed the boat. I sure did. It's up to 513. Dang it. I missed it. I don't know if it would be a good idea to get into it right now. I'm just going to leave my purchase order there for now. Yeah, it's really going up now. 525. What did I say the level was? 530 something. So we'll see what happens. It might come back down. Or it might just keep going. This thing has been a beast. I feel like I've seen it run really high before too. 517. How do I find these stocks? I have a scanner that I've set up and it alerts me when a stock hits the parameters of what I'm looking for specifically, which is a stock with a low float, under 50 million, ideally under 10 million. And they must have a gap up of at least 10% from the day before. I prefer a relative volume over 5, but over 2 at least. And then I'm looking for where it is on the chart also. Okay, CYCN is coming back down a little bit. Let's, oh, I just got filled. Okay. Just got filled. I don't know if that's a good thing because it's kind of dropping a little bit here. Let's see. Currently at 488, 489. We'll see what happens. Hello, what's up? Idaho says his knees hurt. Sorry to hear that. I hope it's not arthritis. Good morning, Soliz. Cody says he submits. I'll believe it when I see it. Until you've sent tribute and messaged me, do not submit. Cody subscribed. Thank you for that. Just a reminder that all of you can subscribe. Where are we walking to? Nowhere. That's where. We are walking to nowhere. It's better than sitting on your ass, like most of you probably are. Okay, let's block Joey here, the troll. We're gonna call him Joey the troll. Goodbye. All right, still watching CYCN to see what happens here. Hmm. Oh, what a large buyer coming in here, 13,000 share buyer at 478. I like that. So we'll see what happens if it goes back up here. Oops. Do I do SPH? Oh, do I? It is one of my favorite things. It's actually on my wheel behind me. I'm surprised we haven't had a wheel spin yet. $5 super chat to spin the wheel or to do the dartboard. And you might ask what's on the wheel, because you always do, you being everybody in the chat. And just a reminder to keep your comments respectful and do not tell me what to do, because I'm not going to do it. On the wheel, we have various recommended tribute amounts, optional on this platform, of course. And what was I going to say? And then some other fun little things. You mentioned SPH is on there. Got a little CBT on there. Got a little confession. We have, what else? A task. I can assign you a task. We can have chat choose your fate, which is one of my favorites. I might make more pie pieces like that on there, because it is one of my favorites. And then on the dartboard back there, which I switched over to the world, there are various tribute amounts on there, but I warn you about the dartboard that I'm actually quite good at it. I landed right on 100 exactly yesterday, and Scorpy had to cough it up. So, you send a super chat for either one at your own peril. What is my bio? What does that mean? Can't you just go read it? Coin is from Scotland. Welcome. Sonic respectfully says, I'm beautiful. Thank you for that. I do like respectful comments. Jimmy says darts are his thing. Are you challenging me to a dart off? Is that a thing? Skimmas likes how I talk. Thank you for that. Constantine is telling you how tall I am because I'm sick of answering that question. Chad says everyone putting this woman down is just hating because they would never stand a chance with her. And he's probably right. Schema says I'm losing a lot of weight. I've kind of tapered off right now. But I think, I think it was like 6 or 7 weeks ago that I started walking on the treadmill. And over time, that's going to make a difference for sure. Joe wants a workout collab. I don't quite know what you mean by that, but you can always message me. I can't guarantee I'll be interested. I don't really know how you would do that, but maybe. Mbox says, shouldn't the camera be pointed a bit more down? Are you here to try to tell me what to do? Because no. No. Good night says, just go for a walk outside. You obviously don't live in South Florida because it gets really freaking hot out here. And I don't want to sweat my ass off. And I'm also day trading. So instead of sitting on my ass at the computer for 2 hours, I walk. So I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, but you're obviously not very smart. Do I have a dog? and you said doggo. So you might be from Australia or some such area. I do. I think he's outside right now. We said good morning to him earlier in his bed, but he has a little ramp right here and he goes out the window and he likes to sit in the sun. He likes to sunbathe. So he might be out there sunbathing. There's also a snake that lives under my house that he likes to chase. So I don't know if it's like a love-hate relationship. I actually kind of like the snake. He kind of grew on me. Dang it. CYCN is coming down now. Not happy about it. Let's fix that immediately. But it's a little like black racer snake. So I also have a hose outside that's black and it looks like the snake. So every time my dog goes outside, he pounces on it because he thinks it's a snake, but it's not. But he is obsessed with snakes, which is not a good thing. Phil hates snakes. I don't generally like them personally, but this one, like I said, has kind of grown on me. He's just a little one. And I thought about getting rid of him initially. That was my plan. I was going to throw him over the fence, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And now he's kind of become like a little outside pet that I don't feed. Goodnight says he has a fear of snakes. Well, you would not have lasted long in one house that I lived in because there were 3 different snakes of varying sizes. One was very large, very large. I believe they were pythons, maybe. And I was a little afraid they were going to eat my dog because my roommate did not feed them often enough, in my opinion. And they'd be like patrolling around their cages, trying to test where they could get out. A little nerve-wracking, guess you could say. Hello from Earthy. I was trying to read your username and your comment at the same time. That didn't work. From Alabama. I'm not going to read your pervy username there. It's quite pervy, you must admit. Good morning, Lance. Sayok likes my eyes. Thank you for that. Skimas is in Fort Lauderdale. Are you volunteering for a cash meet? Goodnight says snakes will catch bugs and rodents for you. They do their part. Yeah, well, and there's lots of lizards here. I don't know. Do snakes eat lizards? Wonder if they do. I know the lizards eat moths because I see them do it on my window all the time. XAIR just popped up on my scanner. Let's pull it up. It's been a little slow. CYCN is the only thing that's been moving. Nothing's been popping up on the scanner. Ugh. XAIR. I don't like it. I don't like the chart. Not interested. I just don't like the way it looks. So, doesn't look like enough volume. In my opinion, what is the volume? Looks pathetic. I didn't mean to click that. Go away. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're not trading it. We don't care about XAir. Yeah, that rhymes. Have I ever tried frog legs dipped in charcoal before? I have tried frog legs, not dipped in charcoal. That doesn't sound appetizing. So Goodnight believes that snakes can eat anything that they can swallow, but he's not sure about that. Can anyone confirm in the chat whether snakes eat lizards? What is the wheel spin for? I just explained it, and Lance confirms that snakes do indeed eat lizards. Then they got plenty to eat around here because there are lots of lizards. Lots. Do I use the ceiling for the ceiling fan? That is one of the weirdest questions I've ever seen. And not very bright. Still waiting for the Findom and day trading part of this live. Well, you must not have been here very long because I just went over my wheel. And I also just talked about how there are no stocks doing anything this morning. I'm watching CYCN and I have a small position and I'm not happy about it because it was going up and it stalled out like an old car. The last leg went from approximately 150 to approximately 430, 430, which is a little less than a $3 move. So sometimes when you have a bull flag or pendant like that, you can expect the next leg to go up that much, and it did not. It kind of started around 430 and it petered out at 530, which I guess isn't too surprising because I did say that 530 was the next level resistance. So I guess we shouldn't be shocked. But regardless, I want it to complete this leg of the bull flag. I want another one. But you know what? We don't always get what we want. So we'll see what happens when it comes to stocks, anyways. Don't tell me what to do. Chopping. Don't tell me what to do. Joe says 5-mile run next time you're in Kentucky. Well, I've never been to Kentucky, first of all. And second of all, I'm not that great at running. I do like to run, but I'm more of a run walker. And I did my run a couple days ago, and I do 4 miles a week. I usually run 3 miles of it, I would say. And I alternate running and walking because that's what feels good for my body. Do I pole dance? Oh, do I? Indeed, I do. Not as much as I used to, obviously. What was I going to say? I more just do it for a workout because it is quite hard. And Goodnight does say that today is April Fool's Day. Yes, it is indeed. Idaho says, is there a good dungeon in Southern Florida that you use? I believe I looked up dungeons and the closest one to me was like 2 or 3 hours away. So no, I would have been open to it. But I've also heard kind of mixed things about going to and working in dungeons. I've heard it can be a little catty with some of the people that work there. I know a lot of people in the BDSM community can be a little clicky, shall we say. I'm not a fan of cliques or catty people. It's not my thing. Jimmy says to see anyone running in really hot weather makes me, maybe you have a sweat kink or something, would be my guess. Do I day trade silver futures? I do not. I went over my day trading parameters a little while ago. Obviously, you weren't here. I do not trade futures or options. I don't. Angulo, not sure what your comment means. And some of you are just going to ignore you because your comments are stupid. Ronnie, thank you for that. Thank you, Constantine, who's telling you guys that my links are in my bio. 9:15 a.m. and the stock market opens in 15 minutes. CYCN is kind of just consolidating right now. Nothing terribly exciting is happening. Nothing else is popping up on my scanner. So we'll see. Let's actually look at, I didn't tell you guys the info on CYCN. I did look it up earlier, but I didn't share it with you. So I'll do that. And I'm going back on the 4-hour chart to see where we could go after 530, since that was the next level that I saw. Oh, actually, it wasn't 530. 582. My bad. So we still got a little more room to go here. Where's my notepad? Let's write this down. CYCN 582. And next level of resistance, 623, 623. And after that, we've got, 943. Okay, there you have it. Not saying it's going to go to 943, but you do never know. And now, I'm zooming back in since I just zoomed out quite a bit. Let's go to the 5-minute chart and let's check out the info on CYCN, shall we? Oh, I already have it pulled up. How convenient. It's coming back up just a hair. Nothing to get excited about. All right, it has a 2.71 million share float, which is very small. That's what we like. We like small floats, or I do anyways. It's coming back up. It's at 477, 478. So we'll see what happens. It has a 3.12% short float, which I always take short float with a grain of salt because there could be naked shorts lurking around. Relative volume is 0.02, which is not great. And they had news at 7:05 a.m. this morning in which they announced a merger with Corsano Biosciences. This is a biopharm stock company, and it was founded in 2018. We don't really care about that, but is based out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. So it is an American stock. And I do try to stay away from generally Chinese stocks and Israeli stocks because they pop and drop a lot. American stocks will also do that, but not quite as bad. Somebody is blowing up my social media. Who is that? Leche, I see you. And my nose is running. Excuse me. Okay. So that's the deal. It is 9:19. You know I don't like to take trades between 9:20 and 9:30 a.m. I already am in CYCN. So if I get a little bit of profit here, I'm probably going to take it because I have honestly no idea what this is going to do once the market opens. And I don't want to get caught in a halt down because that would be quite bad. So it's coming back up a little bit. I'd like to see it get to like 5 or above would be nice before the market opens. A girl can hope. That's what I'm hoping for. In the next 10 minutes, let's see a little move up. How often do I exercise a day, and do I have like a set schedule? Usually most people give up after a few days. And does exercising make you want to order some frog legs? Were you the one asking about frog legs earlier? Like, what's this obsession with frog legs, you guys? It's a little weird. I have been working out since I was 16. So it is quite ingrained in me. I don't think I've ever gone more than a week, maybe, without working out. I do work out pretty much every day. My set schedule, because 2 of my workouts are outside, depend on the weather. So I just check the weather and see what days are going to be best for running and swimming, because I do both of those outside. So I usually work out the rest of my workout schedule around that. I did my swim yesterday. Oops, it's coming up now. 498. Okay, this would be a good time to close the position. It's possible this could skyrocket once the market opens, but I don't want to risk it. I'd rather always take profit than not. So we're getting out at 512. That is where I'm going to close the position. If it doesn't quite reach there, I'm going to lower it a little bit. Let's see, 502 is going a little bit down now. We'll see if it comes back up. I think I went to like 520. Okay, we have a $5 super chat from Zachary. Is that just a super chat to super chat, or are you wanting a wheel spin, sir? Ugh. Now it came back down. Annoying. How annoying. You've got 8 minutes to get your ass back up, Mr. CYCN. Hello to James. Trap boy. Thank you for that. Hello to Daisy. 5 is ambitious for what? For CYCN, it's at 485. It just hit 5. Why would that be ambitious? A stupid thing to say. Hello, Bonds. And Trend says Trump's speech later may affect the market. Absolutely, always freaking does. He does it intentionally. Should be illegal, but whatever. Amanda. Hello from North Carolina. Hope you're having a good day. You as well, dear. So far, so good. It is a beautiful day. A little warm. I already took Mo for a walk this morning, and then we're walking again. Walking's good for you, though. It is. Everyone should try to get 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Fun fact. What's going on here? We're watching the stocks. The market's about to open in 7 minutes. Are my eyes blue? And Bibo from New Zealand, welcome. Hello. Are my eyes blue? It's kind of a trick question because they're blue, but there's like a little yellow starburst around the middle. So when my pupils are small, when it's very light and my pupils get small, then they look more blue. But then if it's dark, my pupils get bigger and then they turn green. And it also depends what I'm wearing. Sometimes they like to match my shirt. Can I show you the wheel? Can I show you the wheel? I'm watching a stock right now that I'm in. And I kind of don't want to take my eyes off of it very long. Zachary, were you the one that sent the super chat earlier? Because you sure waited a long time to say to spin the wheel. It was you. Okay. Don't call me beautiful, though. Don't call me sweetie. Don't call me honey. You may call me goddess or ma'am. I prefer goddess. I'm about to, hold on, my order is about to fill. You can wait 1 minute. Come on, you turd. Is that 5? Who in the chat said this wasn't going to get to 5? Well, it's above 5, so you're wrong. I knew you were wrong, though. I would like to see my order fill at 512, though. I really would. You've got 5 minutes. Make it happen. Stock market. All right, let's go to the wheel. Maybe it'll come around. Or I might get trapped. Oh no, it's about to fill right now. There we go. Okay, it's filled. Now I feel better, and I will spin your wheel. For Zachary, let me pause my treadmill so I don't fly off. I might get back in CYCN after the market opens, but it is much safer to close the position before the market opens. Here we go. Spinning the wheel. And there you go. So here we have, where's my pointer? Oh yes, my pointer. We've got various amounts. And then I mentioned there's like a task, a little CBT, SPH, an option for darts, confession. Here we go. Lots of options on this wheel. It's still wobbling. What? All right, you landed on a $10 super chat or tribute, which is optional. I'm just going to see if this is any better. I'm trying to make it not wobble. It's easier said than done. Then it doesn't spin. It's either spins and it's wobbly. I guess maybe I just have to spin it harder. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So you landed on a $10 super chat. CYCN is now up to 528. So it would have been nice to stay in, but I played it safe, you know. We don't mess around when it comes to trading stocks. Gotta be safe. Am I a Dom? Indeed I am. Angry Man says, she's not your girlfriend, dude. I don't know who you're talking to, but you're right. I'm not anybody's girlfriend. Yes, you are right about that. We setting it up for what? No idea what that comment means, but okay. So tell me in the chat, you may have no clue, and that's okay. Is CYCN gonna drop at the open, or is it gonna, I think it's gonna halt, honestly. Do we think it's gonna halt up or halt down? There is a 10,000 share buyer in the level 2 data right now, which kind of tells me that this might skyrocket when the market opens, but I'm not willing to take that chance. I don't want to know, is what Josh says. Let's hear some Dom stories. Well, maybe. X-Air is popping up a little bit, but I just don't really trust that stock. I guess I'll look it up because I have nothing else to do. How about that? Let's look up X-Air and find out what the deal is here. I already told you about CYCN. It is my kind of stock, and I might trade it again, but I'm going to wait until the market opens because I like to play it safe. X-Air has a 9.91 million share float. It has a 1.15 short float, which is small. And relative volume is pathetic at 0.01. And it had news at 9 a.m. this morning in which it expanded its commercial access for something or other through a purchasing agreement, blah, blah, blah. And it is based out of New York. So that's the deal with X-Air. We could see it move. We could see it not move. I don't know. CYCN is the one I'm really watching. We have 30 seconds. How exciting. 30 seconds. Jonathan says everyone in here is so down bad. Are you talking about stocks? Because most of the people in here don't even trade. What a stupid thing to say. Okay, John is getting banned from the channel for his inappropriate and disgusting comment. I don't like it. 2 seconds. Let me pull up my order book just in case. I'm also watching RENX. Just watching. Just like I'm watching all of you. All right, let's see what happens with Mr. Oh God, I look away for 2 seconds and the thing shoots up to $6.42. I had a feeling this was going to happen, but I wasn't willing to take the risk. The question is it going to keep going or is it going to have a major pullback? For exam, I guess, is too lazy to go look at my bio on my channel and is asking what the purpose of my channel is. Why wouldn't you just go look at the bio instead of wasting my time? Oh, Chris says favorite Nelly Furtado song. I have many. I do like her a lot, actually. Mostly the older stuff. RENX is coming up. CYCN. It looks okay for now, but there's a lot of sellers piled up on the level 2, which makes me a little nervous. It did have a surge up to, oops. I think it is still going to go up, but there are quite a few level 2 sellers that I see. Ren X has some high volume coming in. That one could also make a big move. I usually like to wait a few minutes after the market opens to see which direction a stock is going to go, because sometimes they go up and then they drop down, or the opposite, they'll drop as people are taking profit and then they'll shoot up. So it's a little unpredictable the first few minutes. You can tell us in the chat if you have a different strategy. But that's what works for me. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful, or you will be put in timeout and or removed from the channel permanently. I'd love to have you in the chat and be able to have a nice conversation with you, but I have no tolerance for rude crap. Ren X is making quite a nice move, actually. But if you recall, I talked about this one in the pre-market and it was bouncing around quite a bit. So I do think this one is a little dangerous. That is just my opinion. Ren X, I'm pulling it up on the big chart. CYCN is having a little pullback now, which I think is probably a good thing. Oh, Ren X broke its pre-market high of 266. It reached a high of 282. All right, I think I might take another position in CYCN. Let's see here. CYCN. What did I say the other levels are? 623. It actually even went past that already. High is 658. Let me move this to a 1-minute chart. Ren X is approaching $3. I have a feeling it could be rejected at $3, but I'm just not sure about that one. I just didn't like the movement in pre-market personally, and I feel like it's a little risky. I'm going to take another position in CYCN. I do think this one's going to keep going. We're going to try to get in at 584. Let's see if we fill. We may not fill. It's already up to 5. Well, it's kind of bouncing out a little bit. 590. 6. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to fill. Damn it. We'll see if it comes back down a little bit. Okay, we did fill. We filled. Now go up. Ronnie says, don't. It's going to dump. Well, it is very possible you're a short seller or just a moron or a mean person. So I'm not going to listen to you. I don't know who you are. And it's already going back up. So there. It is currently at 608, 611. I'm going to take a small position out. Let's see, we got up to a high of 658. So I'm going to go with, it's coming down a little bit. I'm holding to see what it does. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a sell order in just in case it pops back up. I'm going to go for 642, which is a little bit below 650, and see if we fill there. I'm going to do the majority of my position, but not the whole position in case it keeps going. That is my plan. Stan. Runny tries his best as a short seller. I think you meant short seller instead of shirt seller. He's trying, isn't he? INCE. All my links are in my bio. All the links are in the bio. You can go check it out. A lot of the platforms I cannot say on here, pretty much all of them, so I don't. That's why we have links. Okay, let's switch to a 5-minute chart. It is 9:36. The market has now been open for 6 minutes. Run X is pulling back. CYCN is kind of just bouncing around a little bit right now. Not quite sure what it's going to do. It's coming back up now. We'll see if it breaks the high of the day. This has been a very strong stock. I don't know if this is really one that you want to short. I feel like it would have gone down on pre-market already if it was going to be shorted. But, you know, you do you. You do you. Whatever strategy works for you, as long as you're not losing money. And we just hit 620. We're getting very close to my sell order of 630. I would like to see it hit. Was it 630? No, it was 642. I lied. So it's not getting close yet. 620, 630 is the current high. I just want a 642. That's what I want. I look like Diesel's niece. Okay. Hello, Isa. Welcome. INCE is reminding everybody to like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like. Okay, FLYX just hit my scanner. Let's pull it up. I'm still in CYCN. FLYX. Ugh, I don't like it. Going back to CYCN. What was the other one I said? I didn't say it, but what was the other one that popped up? KOPN. Let's check it out. KOPN. Me. I like CYCN better. RENX is coming down. I just had a feeling about that one. I just had a feeling. All right, we just filled. Did we fill? Oh no, we didn't fill. I keep thinking it's 630, but I have my sell order at 642. I probably should put it a little bit lower to be on the safe side. High of 640 and I'm at 642. You heard? Come on. All right, we're gonna lower it a little bit here. Where did I put it at? 37. So hopefully it comes back up because I missed that little pop. Oops. I put my order in too high. So I lowered it just a hair to make sure that I fill and then I maintain my profit because that's what it's all about. Good morning, Tokes. Long time no see. And Fahad. Oh, it's the first time Fahad has seen me live. You caught me in the middle of a trade. Did we just fill? Not yet. 31. I want 37 right now. Now. This is exasperating. 28, 30. There we go. Now we filled. Thank God. Oh, and then it shoots up to 670 figures. Okay, that's okay. I still have a small position here. How many? We only got 20 shares left. We'll just sell it. 680 sounds good. We're trying to catch the move while it's up. Yes, we just filled at 680. Excellent. Who's the turd in the chat that said this wasn't going to hit 5? You were wrong. You're a terrible trader. 730 is where it's at now. It might halt here in a second. I'm out. It went up quite a bit higher than what I sold it at, but I would rather sell. It did just halt and not get caught in a halt because that can be very dangerous. Check out APLS. That has not hit my scanner, so it's probably crap. It's probably... I am Lee tells me to get a job as I'm making money day trading, as I'm making money doing financial domination, and also not knowing that I also have a professional career What an idiot. Don't make yourself look stupid, please. Don't say stupid things. It just makes you look bad. Ren X is coming back up. And let's see, the high of the day is $3. Zachary wants to do a couple more spins. You picked a good time because I'm not in any positions right now. Although I'm kind of tempted to get in RENX right now. I am kind of tempted. Let me check the level 2 data. And looks okay. But Zachary wants a couple spins. So, and let's do it. A spin. Wait a minute. Did you send tribute from last time? I don't think you did. You got to send tribute from last time if you want to spin again. You landed on $10. It's still on the wheel. I will wait. I will walk and wait. Waiting for Zachary to send his $10 tribute that he got off the wheel last time because he wants to spin again. I'm very curious to see what happens when CYCN opens back up. It is currently halted. I can tell you, RENX just broke the high of the day, but then it pulled back. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Do we want to take a small position in RENX? I feel like it's kind of risky, and I feel like I want to trade CYCN again. So I might. Good morning, Kinkucation. Katy Perry comes in the room, not making any sense whatsoever. Please don't embarrass yourself with stupid comments. Kyle likes Kinkucation's username. I haven't looked at the channel, but I'm assuming, I think from last time, if I remember correctly, you do kink education, which is where the name comes from. Okay, let me check the halt time here. CYCU, CYCN, my bad. Oh, MASK just popped up on my scanner. I saw that one yesterday, so I definitely want to check that out. It was making moves yesterday. But also CYCN will be opening back up at 9:46 and 9 seconds. So we still have 2 minutes on that one. So we still have a minute or two. Mask is popping up. Ren X is, should have taken a trade in that one. I'm going to do it right now. Should have, would have, could have. What did Ren X get to? This has ended up being a busy morning with this. Yeah, Ren X is, I still say that this one's a little risky. Zachary, are you going to send your tribute or not? Yes, let's take a little trade in Ren X, shall we? We'll do 150 shares. Nice and light. Let's see what happens. And we are waiting for CYCN to open back up in approximately, let's see, maybe 20 to 30 seconds. CYCN. Okay, I just filled on Ren X. I don't usually like to trade more than one stock at a time, but I also don't want to miss either of these. So I'm going to pull up CYCN and get the trade ready. Oops. So, oops, don't fall off the treadmill out of my excitement. We're up a couple $100 today, which is lovely. I do love it. We're taking a small position in CYCN, counting on the fact that it will surge back up, which I think it will. All right, I now have 2 open positions. Zachary, I'm sorry, I can't really check the chat too much right now because I am actively trading. But let me know in the chat if you are going to send the tribute that you land on, or if you want to just spin again. $10 was the tribute. Okay, so does he want to spin again then? So no, is that right? What is your problem? What are you doing? I'm not talking to the chat. I'm talking to this website that's decided not to work. There. Okay, where was I? CYCN, I'm up 5%. To hold or not to hold, that is the question. We're going to give it another minute. RenX is having a little pullback, so we'll wait for it to come around. Good morning, Will. Hello to Mac and Jason. Ooh. All right. RenX is coming back up. CYCN is also coming back up. I have small positions in both. And I'm debating closing my position in CYCN. And I think I shall. We're going to do 710. Yes. 710. Or do I wait? Let me look at the big chart. What is the big chart telling me right now? It's telling me that RenX is having a 5-minute pullback, and CYCN also in a pullback, which is normal after a halt. So I think I would be wise to wait a couple minutes and let things play out. RENX is coming back up. CYCN is still pulling back. All right. I am going to get out of RENX because, like I said, this one I feel is a little unpredictable, and I'd rather secure profit than not. Always a good idea. Why not? We close RenX at 311, waiting for the position to fill, and CYCN still figuring things out. As I choke on my own spit, let me drink some water. Oops. Spilled a little water. At least it wasn't a whole glass this time. Like last time when I spilled my entire glass of water on the desk. What the F is this? RenX is pulling back in a disgusting way. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm looking at 5-minute charts and 1 minute. I have the 1 minute and the 5-minute. You want me to look at RenX on the 15-minute? Let's see. Okay, it looks okay on the 15-minute chart, I guess, but I'm watching 5-minute chart. CYCN is piddling around, not doing anything, trying to figure itself out. What am I trading? Well, I just said the tickers like, I don't know, 50 times. I'm trading stocks. Hello, Gamut. I think you already said hello, but hello again. HPAI just popped up on my scanner along with JCSE and UCAR. That one can be interesting. Okay, Zachary is in for a spin. Hold on, I'm going to pull up UCAR on my chart before we do that. Let's see what it's doing, because this one can be really good or really bad. It looks okay right now, but that one, I've seen it dump a lot. So be careful if you trade that. Okay, I'm watching CYCN and RENX out of the corner of my eye as I go spin the wheel. Here we go. I hope it lands on chat choice. It landed on $25. That's what you've earned yourself. More financial punishment. Whee! Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Wrong button. There. We're at 2.44 miles. And by we, I mean me, unless you're walking as well. Hello, Ahmad. Zach is the man. Captain says you won $25, Zach. Well, no, he won the privilege of sending me $25. That's what he won. The optional tribute. That's what he won. Congratulations. Good morning, just saying. The walk is lovely. And I'm not ending the workout. Just stop it. 2.46 miles. The treadmill says 2.38. So it's a matter of debate how far I've walked. Yeah. Yes, everybody in the chat is talking about how lucky Zach is to send me $25. Such a privilege. Southpaw is vehemently denying that he is a beta, which is interesting because you could have just said you're an alpha. But the fact that you are trying to deny being a beta, I think says a lot about you. Just saying. Broken Boy says this can't be real. Oh, yes, it is. This is real life. Not only my day trading, but I am having, oh, Renex is coming back up. It's going to hit my, yes, I just filled at a 311. So we made a little profit on that. I'm still in profit on CYCN, but I would like more profit, obviously. So we're going to see if it does anything. I've got a little cushion going today with my profit, which is nice. I would like to make $1,000 today is my goal. I'm currently at 200, so we have a ways to go. If we don't get there, I'm not going to cry. Oops. Making money is always better than losing money. Anyways, Mask, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. I do feel bad for that evil man that was in my chat earlier claiming that CYCN wasn't going to go over $5 because it did go up to like over $7. I'm almost up to $8 actually. I'm guessing he was a short because sometimes shorts like to do that on various platforms, come into chats and say that things are gonna go down so that people get scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of no short. Your fear mongering did nothing for me. How am I making money? I'm trading stocks. I buy the stock and then I sell it when it goes up. And then additionally, I have submissive men in the chat who like to sometimes just send money for nothing. That's how financial domination sometimes works. Not always, but sometimes. Or sometimes they like to spin my wheel. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful or you will be
put in timeout or permanently banned from the chat, which is sad because we want to be able to talk to you and have fun. Why can't we all just have a good time and get to know each other and make jokes? You don't have to be such an angry, pathetic person who goes around and trolls everywhere. You can change anytime. You can change your life any day that you want to. The choice is yours. But if you want to be a lonely little loser who just goes around trolling channels, I guess that's your priority in life. It must be very miserable to be so hateful and lonely. Truly a miserable life. And you can do better. You can do much better than that. I can train you as my slave to do better. Those are the facts. Once again, you guys are asking for my social media. Links are on my profile. Buddy loves being degraded. Well, I'm your girl. I can't do it here. I don't think this platform likes that, but you serve me, you'll find out. You effort around and you find out what serving gets you. Oh, here goes CYCN. Yes. And what are we? 725. That's a good out. Yes. That's what we're going with. I put my order at 724. I think it's going to get there with a quickness. 18, 20, 19, 20, 20. There we go. It just filled. Okay. Just made another, I don't know how much, but a little bit amount. Nothing too crazy. I'm doing just little trades today. Since the market's still a little iffy, we've got some good stocks today, but it's not like a solid day. So I'm taking very small share size, but I'm up about, like I said, a little over $200 today. Just doing little bitty trades. Little bitty. Yes. And then it came back down. So that was a good out, actually. What was the high there? That was a good exit. That's the word I'm looking for. Right now it just went to 710. Is that right? I thought my out was, I don't remember what it was. Regardless. Oh, this is 743. 5 minutes, 1 minute. Huh. Well, discrepancy between the platforms anyways. Brian's tells me great job. Thank you for that. Zachary, I guess he forgot about his tribute that he won. It's okay. He'll come back. We always do. Kyle came back yesterday. For those of you who are familiar with Kyle, he just saying, you know me so well. I didn't even see the original comment, but I guess somebody's telling me to do something. And he says to John, she is not your monkey. You know me too well. Yes. Do I do popper videos? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Captain says, Zach, run that tribute, big dog. I like how you think. Okay. CYCN is coming back up. My goodness. Is this thing just going to keep going? It's like the Energizer Bunny. I think it broke all the levels I had already. No, the next level I have is 943. This thing could go to $10 at this point. It's very possible. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but it is not backing down. It's holding support levels. What am I trading? I'm looking at CYCN. I'm not currently in the stock, but I've traded it several times as it's gone up, and I've made some money off of it. And I'm debating whether to get it in it again. But sometimes it's just good to walk away when you've made money, and it is 10 o'clock, which means it's time for breakfast. Yeah, it's coming back up. My goodness. 795. Is it going to break 795? That's what I want to know, because Then it probably will go to 10. Maybe not quite 10, but it could be like 983 or something like that. What is the best stock to trade? Well, it changes by the minute in my world. So that's a silly question. But right now, I'm looking at CYCN and debating whether I want to get in it again because it's been so good to me already. I'm torn because part of me wants to go make breakfast. What am I going to eat today? Oh, and it just went up to 750. Ah, yeah, it's about to break the high of the day. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. We're gonna do it. Uh, let's try to get a little bit lower than where it's at right now if we can. If we can even catch a dip, because this thing is going nuts right now. I don't think I'm even gonna catch a dip, but I'm gonna try. I put an order in. We just filled. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm in at 767. We are at 780. And it just keeps going. Are we going to break 8? That's what I want to know. Are we going to go to 10 today? Gosh, imagine the people that bought at 150. I'm making a lot of money right now. Lucky you. Um, but also dangerous to hold that long. You know, I don't hold that long. I have before. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. I don't know if, oh, hold on. We just broke 825. Excellent. I'm going to put an order, a sell order at 9 to be safe. Because I do think it's going to go to 10. 930, 933, not $933. That would be nice though. Yeah. All right, there's a large difference. I'm aware. Thank you for that. HPAI also popped up on my scanner. You know, you guys have been maybe with me for a few weeks and I hardly do any trades because it's been so shit, but today's been good. This is what a good day looks like. Just so you know. If we reached a high of 848, so if you haven't heard me say this before, a lot of times when stocks are moving, when they hit whole or half dollars, those are psychological levels. So 850 is a psychological level. If we break 850, then we will likely see 9. I think at this point, when stocks are in this range, a lot of times they will go up to 10 because that's a very strong psychological level. It's possible it could go even higher, but I put my sell order at 930. And also, if you recall, I said there was level resistance at 943. So I think 933 is a good exit. We'll see what happens. It is past 10, but I'm going to hang out a little while longer because I want to see if my order fills. And if it starts pausing or going down, then I will lower my order so that I don't lose money because that defeats the purpose, doesn't it? It does. I'm in at 767. So for now, I'm safe. Yes. I'm very happy with how today has gone so far. 820 CYCN is the stock I'm watching, in case you're wondering. Be careful not to fall. Thank you, Eric. I am, I'll admit it, a little bit clumsy. You did see me spill my entire cup of water last week. It's true. I am. I'm a little clumsy, but somehow I can still walk in 8-inch heels. Explain that to me. Thank you once again to Constantine and Just Saying for being my lovely, wonderful moderators. And I also wanted to tell you guys that you don't feel obligated like you have to moderate every time. You can always just hang out in the chat and just be a normal sub. I know it's a lot of work and can be frustrating with some of the comments. So I do appreciate you, but don't feel obligated like you always have to do that. If you want to just chill and enjoy the chat for a change, that's, an option. Um, Captain subscribed out of respect. Thank you for that. Timmy's in the chat. Hello to you. Echo says, I'd love to learn to walk in 8-inch heels. Well, I do have a video on the channel, how to walk in heels. It is quite mean. It is intended to be mean because some people on my channel like that. Jeff Sands says he truly enjoys being my moderator. I appreciate you. And he thanks me for the opportunity. You're welcome. What a lovely symbiotic relationship. I'm at 3 miles. I think I've probably gone over my 10,000 steps today, but why stop now when I'm in the middle of a trade? And what are we doing here? 5-minute chart. Let's look at 15-minute chart. 7 minutes till this candle closes. It's dipping down a little bit right now. It's getting close to my entry, but I have faith that it's going to continue to rise a little bit longer. You know where I think it's going. Although we do have 10,000 and a 4,000 share seller right now, that is quite large on a $7-8 stock. Now they've shrank down to 2,000. So somebody's trying to figure their shit out. 6 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes, and then I think we will see even more of a surge. What are my hobbies? Well, financial domination, day trading, pole dancing, kayaking, running, swimming, riding my beach cruiser with my dog in the basket. I like hiking normally, but not in Florida and not this time of year. I tried to go hiking a couple weeks ago with my friend. It was not good. Too many bugs. Too buggy. Even with bug spray, it doesn't make a difference. And if you didn't know this, they spray different parts of Florida with mosquito repellent, and there is still a shit ton of mosquitoes somehow. CYCN, don't do this to me. You go back up right now, sir. I don't like your tude. What is this? What are you doing? Let's go back to a 5-minute chart. You will not go down. RENX is going back up. It's at 327. So I just don't really like the way that one trades. Personally, I like the chart on CYCN. I'm not a fan of RenX, although I have made a little money on it. Just Saying says Midwest is great for hiking. Well, my favorite place to hike is actually Northern California with the redwoods. And there are lots of hills. I do miss hills. Florida is completely freaking flat. How many miles? 3.12 on the watch. 88 minutes. 2.94 on the treadmill. So somewhere in between there. Somewhere around there. And I feel like usually the watch is less than the treadmill, so I'm going to go with the watch. CYCN is coming back up. RENX is really surging right now. I'm not trading it because I'm in CYCN, and I want to make sure that I pay attention to this one. But I'm getting hungry, and I'm supposed to be live streaming at 11 on my fitness channel. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. I should probably figure that out. CYCN. Captain says he wants to see the redwood trees. I highly recommend it. I did a little trip up to Eureka and Klamath. Klamath, California is a beautiful little town, I must say. I thought about even buying a little place there. Would still consider it. Very beautiful area, Northern California. Am I into camping? Well, I tell you one thing, I don't sleep on the ground with my back. My back says, no, thank you. I need a bed. So if there is a decent bed involved, yes, I will camp, but I cannot sleep on the ground anymore with a torn disc in my back. That's just not good. I have spent a lot of money on a very nice mattress, which helps my back. Mm, air mattress is okay. Air mattress is even doable. I cannot sleep on the ground. Uh, well, CYCN is falling apart, and I am not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I knew I shouldn't have taken this trade. If it comes back up a little bit, I'm going to get out. I'm not going to wait till 10 anymore. Although it could still happen. I'm not saying it's not completely falling apart. We still have 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 45 seconds in the 15-minute candle. So it could still come up. I just don't want to lose any money. So yeah, I think I'm going to get out. Let me adjust my stop. Let me adjust. It's at $7 right now. I am down a little bit, but still up on the day, which is the most important thing. I don't know, but it's also it's holding VWAP. It's not terrible. Might just be having a little dip. Hmm. We're gonna hang in for 2 more minutes. I want this 15-minute candle to solidify. That's what I've decided. All right. So, what was I gonna say? I will be back live on my fitness channel at 11 a.m. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I think I'm gonna do some oatmeal today with an orange. That sounds good. Peanut butter oatmeal with a little milk in there and some water, a little cinnamon. That's the plan. And then, oh, and then I have to go to work today. Yes, I do have to go to the real job today. And that should be interesting. So that's the plan. I will be back live on the fitness channel. It is called Fit with Fiore, Fiore, in case you didn't know how to spell it. Not the easiest name to spell. And by 11 a.m., I will have decided what I'm going to do for a workout today. Got to figure it out. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to join me more often. I do this every weekday, 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. And maybe I'll see you at 11. Goodbye.